She's putting out all these vibes from my wedding with looks that we so carefully curated.
Yeah.
And then putting it into the fashion. She got so mad. She said, "You're trying to copy me," but she always tries to hate on the side. She's such a hater. Knowing that Kourtney is mad just kills my vibe. I have to talk to her and explain it to her.
Kim Kardashian, the younger sister of Kourtney Kardashian, and she have been at odds for some time now. Kourtney recently told her husband, Travis Barker, that she was expecting, and the entire family, including Kim, congratulated her on social media. Kourtney believes Kim is unhappy about her pregnancy, though, could it be real? Keep watching because we'll talk more about this in this video. It all began when Kim was accused by Kourtney of using her wedding as a promotional opportunity. In a preview for Season 3 of The Kardashians, the sisters even took shots at one another over Kim's 2022 collaboration with Dolce and Gabbana, which comes just months after Kourtney hosted her wedding to Barker in Italy. Kourtney sobbed as she claimed that Kim had taken advantage of her special day to promote her brand. "My sister used my wedding as a business opportunity," she claimed. In the reality series, Kourtney charged Kim with putting her career above her family.
Sister used my wedding as a business opportunity.
She felt like her wedding vibes were like stripped from her.
She's mad.
"I just feel like there are so many opportunities," she said. "It's not a business matter. There is simply too much, and it comes before harming your sister. It's actually a duplicate of my wedding, since I used 90s illusions in everything I did. It is simply foolish because there is more to it than that. It involves grasping anything that is in the way. There is such overabundance and abundance. It is never sufficient. Simply refusing to do something or saying no is never acceptable." She continued by saying that Kim wasn't content with her wedding. Everyone was saying things like, "Whoa, this is wonderful, and we're having the nicest time," but Kim wasn't happy. She never said, "This is so amazing, I love this whole vibe," or something to that effect. "What do you think about my acting on space on this?" or "Do you mind?" She continued by saying she would never advise someone to refrain from doing something. "No one called me to ask how I felt about something.
No one called me to say, "How do you feel about this?" I called you, and I thought I came to you. I did. You stole my wedding country. Like, the business and the check was more important than my feelings.
Finally, Kourtney said, "I believe it is subconscious as well. She may not even be aware of it, but I believe she sees everything I put there and claims it as her own. I read it as, oh, you were there. While she sees the dollar signs, you weren't content. Everyone addressed me in some way. She is spiraling," they all said. Khloe Kardashian responded yes when Kim asked her whether Kourtney was upset with her at the time she made the initial statement. But Kim confessed, "I'm really confused at how this narrative came into her head." She went on to say that she had a protracted email conversation with Dolce and Gabbana in which she begged them to delay the release of the collection so it wouldn't coincide with Kourtney's wedding. She continued by saying that she spoke with her sister on the phone twice regarding the project, which was subsequently released 4 months after her wedding. "I want to show Kourtney and this adventure respect. Even though I like her looks, I didn't want to copy any of them," Kim stated. "My attention to detail was impeccable. Out of respect for Kourtney, I told them, don't do the Madonna collection, don't do the lace collection, and don't do anything Kourtney wore during her wedding."
She's mad that I'm doing the Dolce thing. This is the first time I heard that Kourtney is upset about us doing the Dolce show. And I couldn't have been more mindful. I said, don't do the Madonna collection, don't do the lace collection, don't do anything that Kourtney wore to her wedding out of respect for Kourtney. She won't post her shirts. I don't give a shit if she posts. I know.
When Kourtney accused Kim of being cruel and uncaring for loathing one of Kourtney's most important days of her life, fans were by her side. They believe Kim is undoubtedly envious of Kourtney's blossoming romance. Travis and Kourtney are infamous for posting images of their PDA. They published one, and Kim duplicated it later. She recreated the image with her most recent partner, Pete Davidson. In the picture, Kim was lying on the couch with her feet propped up against Pete's chest. Since her sister and brother-in-law frequently exchange foot images, when fans saw the shot, they immediately understood what she was attempting. Fans began remarking on the image, pointing out how Kim was imitating Kourtney. The poster's usage of the hashtag #KimStopCompeting with your sister prompted responses from other people. A commenter said they were starting to think Kim calling Kourtney the least interesting to look at was out of jealousy. Someone else remarked, she can't let her sister have even the slightest item, can she? It seems increasingly evident at this point. Kim has turned pathetic, said a different person. It's obvious that she is doing this to humiliate Kourtney out of jealousy. The Kardashians took notice of the tweet, and Khloe made a comment on her sister's shared taste. "Do any of you guys also have a foot fetish?" she asked in jest. After a while of not responding, Kim finally replied with the word "nope." Fans thought the comment was a dig at Kourtney, even though it appeared to be harmless. "Why does it look like they're still dragging Kourtney?" someone said in a comment. "Just nope, no emoji or anything," a second person noted. Kim seems irritated, lol. This query made it clear that Khloe had sided with Kim against Kourtney. Fans have even alleged that the couple no longer comments on Kourtney's Instagram photos.
Kourtney doesn't call to ask how am I feeling. But I remember when she was pregnant with either Mason or P, she was crying. You or mom didn't call her for 2 weeks to say how are you feeling, pregnant? And I'm you haven't even asked me one time how am I feeling. I don't think her not talking to us affects her. And that's so weird to me.
I almost ever look at their Instagram, but every time I visit Kim's, I notice tons of comments from Khloe on every picture, but Kourtney never replies. Kim and Khloe, on the other hand, rarely leave comments on Kourtney's Instagram lately. Khloe failed to respond to Kourtney's birthday message to her in any way. How nefarious is that? They said, "Something is off, and it's causing the cliquey girl in the group to act out of character." They both seem to be envious of Kourt's partnership and increased relevance. Khloe didn't recognize Kourtney as she celebrated her birthday and paid respect to her. Kourtney has been called envious and a hater by Kim and Khloe. But after Kourtney called her up sobbing and explained her viewpoint, Khloe eventually seemed to soften. Later, Khloe spoke to Kim on her behalf and expressed her desire that she would discuss it with her. "I hope she will. She thinks you kind of stole her thunder and wonders why she isn't allowed to have something for herself." Kim acknowledged that she could relate to Kourtney's feelings, but insisted that she shouldn't have to get her approval. In the episode's promo, Kim is seen to be extremely upset by her sister's drama and confesses, "You also stole my wedding country," in reference to her and her ex Kanye West's 2014 Italian wedding. Despite being brief, this assertion appears to be the root of the current rivalry, according to the perception of observers. One admirer even pointed out that Kourtney's wedding was scheduled on May 22, just 2 days before Kim and Kanye's anniversary. Both marriages were held in Italy, and Andrea Bocelli even sang at both receptions. Both spouses, according to a source, are ecstatic. They had no idea this pregnancy would be this unexpected. Travis and Kourtney consider this to be a complete miracle and one of the most magical things that have ever happened to them.
We're back! Hey, Travis. We got an announcement! Hey, Travis! We got an announcement! I need big, strong men to hold me down. Thank you, big, strong men. I'm my friend Travis John also. They're gonna make out now, I just know it. Let's watch this scene.
They are ecstatic and eager to develop their families as a unit, experience this pregnancy together, and give birth to a child. The pair has been honest about their inability to conceive since they wed a year ago. On The Kardashian Show, they gave fans an intimate peek at their efforts, from trying IVF to deciding to give up on the practice. Their journey has been chronicled. Now that their prayers have been answered, it is reasonable to assume that Kim will at least display some empathy when learning the bad news. She seems to be unable to control herself, though. She shared Kourtney's Instagram reel to her story in a post about the announcement. "Congratulations," she wrote. "We're having a Kravitz baby," she wrote along with some heart and pregnancy emojis. Fans believed that Kim was putting in the bare minimum effort in order to avoid being implicated, and the fact that she wrote, "We are having a baby," suggests that she was once more attempting to claim the occasion for herself. Days after her announcement, Kim appeared on Hailey Bieber's show, Who's in My Bathroom, and looked to drag Kourt on the show, so Kourtney knew she wasn't happy about her pregnancy. She stated that while growing up in Kris Jenner's home, Kourtney was a horrible influence. She claimed that whereas Kourt was shady, she had always been the decent, responsible daughter. According to a source, Kourtney has given up on the idea that Kim will change anytime soon and instead just wants to maintain a distance while concentrating on her husband and starting a family. The feud between the two wasn't resolved as anticipated by fans when Kourtney became pregnant. Will the family be okay if Kourtney keeps her distance? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like and comments. Also subscribe our channel for more videos.